Hi everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how I strip my tumblers. I have this one here. It's an 18-ounce sport bottle. I tried doing this design that I've been seeing going around a lot with the leopard and the leaves. I ended up not liking it because I added too much leopard print and I want to do the leaves bigger. And then also you can see here the leaves came out with banding from my printer, so I just ended up not liking it after putting several coats of epoxy on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and strip it, and then so what I do is I take some aluminum foil and then I take some napkins. And then I use these gallon Ziploc bags. I like the ones with the zipper better, but my Walmart only had this one. It's fine. And then I also use this acetone. It's 100% pure acetone. It's nail polish remover. But they also sell like acetone in Home Depot. But this one works pretty fine for me. Once this one finishes, I think I'm just going to go and get like a big jug from Home Depot. So I'm just going to get enough on here to cover up my whole napkin and make sure all of it is wet with the acetone. And then I'm going to place the cup so that it's going to be fully covered in the acetone, and then I'm just going to lift that piece up like that, and then I'm going to roll the tumbler inside. So, sorry, I don't know what happened, but I'm just rolling it up and making sure that it's fully covered in the napkin with the acetone. Okay, and then I'm going to roll up the aluminum, and then I'm going to place it in a Ziploc bag, and then I'm going to come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, so it's the next day now. I've waited about 24 hours for this to sit on the cup, so I'm just going to check to see if it's ready to come off already. So look at that. You see how it, let me zoom you guys in. Okay, so you see how it's like chipped off like that. So I'm just going to take this little spatula tool and scrape all of that off. So everything just comes right off. All that epoxy, all of the glitter. I might have to do some parts a second time just because I had a few coats of epoxy on there already before I decided I didn't like the cup. So I'm just scraping it. Check you guys out. So you see the paint is still on there pretty much, and then there's a few pieces that are on there. I'm just going to try to peel off as much as I can, and then you want to make sure you're using like a glove when you're touching it because it's still epoxy. And then you can use your respirator too. I just don't have mine on right now for the video. I'm just taking off as much as I can. So I had some water slide, I had glitter, and I had a vinyl. So all of that needs to come off. But you can see here these spots are a little bit more on there. I'm just going to take off as much as I can, and then I'll add some more acetone and wrap it again. So I'm just scraping as much as I can off. This cup, I believe it had the glitter coat on, and then it had probably like 2 or 3 coats on top of that. So there's quite a few coats on this. I do have some other cups too that I need to strip. So I just have this back here, and I'm going to dump all of the stuff that came off in here, and then I'm just gonna reuse the napkin. And I'm gonna leave it for a few hours. I think if you leave it like in a warmer place, it will come off better. But yeah, so I'm gonna just throw that away. I've also seen people who just put them in those Home Depot buckets. Okay, so the napkin, it's still kind of damp with the acetone, but I'm just gonna still add some more. Just get it all wet again. All over the napkin. Okay, so I think that's good. I'm just going to place it this side down. I'm going to cover up the bottom again and roll this, and then I'm going to wrap the bottom. I'm just reusing this aluminum. I usually just reuse the pieces as much as I can. And then I'm gonna put it, some of the acetone spilled out, and I'm just gonna put it again in that bag. Just like that. And then I'm gonna close my bag up. And then I'm gonna check it again in a few hours, and I'll show you what it looks like when I come to check it again. Okay, so I'm back now with the tumbler, so I'm just going to check to see if the rest is ready to come off. It is the next morning, so I didn't go back to it last night. The napkin is still pretty wet. Okay, so there we go. The rest of that came right off. Look at that. And the rim came off this time. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put those shavings there, and I'm gonna use the same napkin and try to rub off the paint. I'm just going to keep rubbing off this paint. And I'll show you what it looks like once it's done. Okay, so I've got all of the paint off. I just wiped it with the napkin and acetone. So this is what it looks like completely stripped. And then now you can just, I kind of sanded off some parts that didn't want to come off. And then now I'm just going to wipe it with my alcohol. And then I can go ahead and paint it and reuse this cup. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.